Oh my goodness, Alex. I have to tell you, the other day I was walking and I tripped right in front of a group of people. It was so embarrassing. Welcome to English in You. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to improve your English every day. Today, we are talking about something we all feel sometimes, embarrassment, and we're going to have some fun with it.
Hello, Sarah. Yes, embarrassment is a very human feeling. Everyone experiences it, even me. It's when you feel a little ashamed or awkward because of something you did or something that happened to you.
Exactly, like when I tripped. My face went red and I just wanted to disappear. What is that feeling called, Alex?
Ah, yes, when your face goes red, we say you blush, B-L-U-S-H. And wanting to disappear, that's a very common reaction to feeling embarrassed. You just want to hide.
Yes, I wanted to hide under a big blanket. So, what are some common things that make people feel embarrassed?
Well, your example of tripping is a classic one. Many people trip or fall in public. It's very common. Another common situation is forgetting someone's name. You meet someone, they tell you their name, and 5 minutes later, it's gone. That can be very embarrassing.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. I feel so bad. Or when you say the wrong thing, like you think you're saying something funny, but it's actually not funny at all, and everyone looks at you strangely?
Yes, saying the wrong thing, or maybe even saying something a little rude by accident. Or maybe you think a friend is pregnant and you congratulate her, but she's not pregnant, she just had a big lunch. That would be very embarrassing.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. I hope that has never happened to you, Alex.
Not exactly that, but I've certainly put my foot in my mouth before. That's an idiom, by the way. To put your foot in your mouth means to say something foolish or embarrassing.
Ah, I see. So like saying something you shouldn't have said.
Exactly. Another common embarrassing moment is when you wear the wrong clothes for an event. Maybe everyone is dressed formally and you arrive in jeans and a t-shirt. Or the opposite, everyone is casual and you are wearing a suit.
Oh, that's happened to me too. I went to a party once and everyone was wearing fancy dresses and I was in simple clothes. I felt so out of place.
Yes, out of place is a good way to describe that feeling. You feel like you don't belong. What about public speaking? Many people feel very nervous and sometimes embarrassed when they have to speak in front of a group.
Oh, definitely. My heart starts beating fast and my hands get sweaty. What if I forget my words? What if I say something silly? It's a lot of pressure.
It is, but you know, Sarah, it's important to remember that everyone experiences these feelings. And often these embarrassing moments are not as bad as we think they are. Other people usually forget them very quickly.
That's true. My tripping incident felt like the end of the world for me, but I'm sure no one else even remembers it now.
Exactly. And sometimes the best way to deal with embarrassment is to laugh at yourself, to find the humor in the situation.
I like that. So today we are going to do something similar. We are going to look at some embarrassing moments that people shared online, and we're going to, well, roast them a little bit, but in a friendly, funny way.
Yes, when we roast something in this context, it means we are going to make fun of it, but in a lighthearted, humorous way. Not to be mean, but to share a laugh. We're going to look at some funny social media comments about embarrassing situations.
I'm ready. I love hearing about other people's funny mistakes. It makes me feel better about my own. So Alex, are you ready for our first roast of the day?
I am absolutely ready, Sarah. Let's see what funny moments people have shared with the world.
Okay, Alex. Our first comment is from a person named Megan. She shared her embarrassing moment, and it's a good one. I'm going to read it.
I can't wait.
Okay, Megan says, 3 years ago, a cute guy I worked with wanted to give me a fist bump. I thought he was pretending to hold an invisible microphone, so I leaned forward and said hello.
Oh no, an invisible microphone. That is truly a misunderstanding.
I can picture it perfectly. So Alex, first, what is a fist bump?
A fist bump is when two people gently hit their closed hands, their fists, together. It's a friendly greeting, like a handshake, but a bit more casual. You make a fist, and the other person makes a fist, and you touch them together.
Right, like a small friendly punch, but without the punching. So the guy wanted to do a fist bump, and Megan thought he was holding an invisible microphone.
Yes, she thought he was holding his hand up like he was holding a microphone and waiting for her to speak into it. So she leaned forward and said hello, probably into his fist. Oh, the mental image.
Imagine his face. He's ready for a cool, casual fist bump, and she leans in to talk to his hand. What do you think he was thinking?
He must have been so confused. Maybe he thought, is she talking to my hand? Does she think my hand is a new kind of communication device? Or maybe he just thought, ugh, this is awkward. It's such a simple gesture, the fist bump, and to turn it into an interview? Brilliant.
And she says he was a cute guy, so the embarrassment level is probably even higher. She wanted to make a good impression, and instead she tried to interview her fist.
Yes, the cute guy detail makes it even funnier and more relatable. We all want to look cool in front of someone we like, and instead she had this moment. I bet she still thinks about it sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure. 3 years ago, she says. That's a long time to remember an embarrassing moment, but it's so funny. What's the lesson here, Alex? Always know the difference between a fist bump and an invisible microphone?
Indeed. And perhaps if someone is holding their hand out in a strange way, maybe just observe for a second before leaning in to speak. But honestly, it's a completely innocent mistake. I think many people would have done something similar. It's a classic case of miscommunication.
Yes, a very funny miscommunication. Thanks, Megan, for sharing your story. It made me laugh. Okay, Alex, are you ready for our next embarrassing moment? This one is from Brandon.
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Brandon says, in elementary school, a girl I had a crush on got glasses, and she hated them. I remember my dumbass staring at bright light bulbs for hours trying to get glasses too to make her feel better. LMAO.
Oh, Brandon. Oh, the innocence of childhood. This is just pure gold.
Okay, let's break this down. Elementary school, so this is when he was very young, maybe 6 to 10 years old?
Yes, very young, and he had a crush on a girl. A crush is when you like someone romantically, but usually in a young, innocent way. You think they are special.
And she got glasses. Glasses are what some people wear to help them see better, and she hated them, so she felt bad about wearing glasses.
Yes, and little Brandon, in his young, loving heart, wanted to make her feel better. So what does he do? He tries to get glasses himself.
And how does he try to get glasses? By staring at bright light bulbs for hours. Oh, Brandon, that's not how it works.
No, Brandon, that is definitely not how you get glasses. Staring at bright light bulbs might hurt your eyes, but it will not give you glasses. It will not make you need glasses. It's just so sweet and so incredibly misguided.
He even calls himself a dumbass, which is a very strong, informal word, but he uses it in a funny, self-deprecating way here, right?
Exactly. He's making fun of his younger self. He's saying, oh, my younger self was so silly, so foolish. It's a funny way to describe his childhood innocence and his lack of understanding about how eyes work.
LMAO at the end, which means laughing my ass off. So he's laughing at himself now. It's so cute, though, that he wanted to help her feel better. He had good intentions.
Absolutely. His intentions were pure. He wanted to share her experience, to make her feel less alone. It's a very empathetic act, even if the method was scientifically incorrect.
So the lesson here is, if someone you like gets glasses, maybe just tell them they look good, instead of trying to hurt your eyes with light bulbs.
Yes, a simple compliment is usually much more effective than self-inflicted eye strain. This is a beautiful, innocent, and very funny childhood memory. Thank you, Brandon, for sharing this gem.
Okay, Alex, we have one more amazing, embarrassing story. This one is from someone named FJBP95.
All right, let's hear this last one.
FJBP95 says, when I was 17, I was about 2 weeks into my first job. I was a food runner at a restaurant. One day, on a Sunday during the church crowd rush, I brought out food to a group of 4. When everything was dropped off, this oldish lady from the table asked me for extra plates. I was already behind on running food, so I rushed to get the plates. When I came back, she held her hand up, which I assumed she was giving me a high five for my effort and timely delivery. I gave that old lady a crispy high five, one of the loudest and most perfect singing ones. Suddenly, I see everyone at the table open their eyes and raise their heads up and stare at me. She was holding her hand up to pray. I apologized about 6 times. She laughed it off and said it was okay. The embarrassment was so overwhelming, I wanted to quit right there and then.
Oh my goodness. A crispy high five during prayer?
This is peak embarrassment.
Okay, let's unpack this. So, 17 years old, first job, food runner at a restaurant. That means he brings food from the kitchen to the tables.
Yes, a busy job, especially on a Sunday during the church crowd rush. Many people go to church on Sunday mornings and then go to restaurants for lunch, so it's a very busy time.
He was behind on running food, so he was stressed and rushing. He brings extra plates to a table, and an oldish lady holds her hand up.
And he thinks she's giving him a high five. A high five is like a fist bump, but with open hands. Two people slap their open hands together, usually above their heads, as a greeting or to celebrate something.
And he gave her a crispy high five, one of the loudest and most perfect singing ones. That means it was a really strong, loud high five, like smack.
Yes, a very enthusiastic, powerful high five. And then the realization. Everyone at the table opened their eyes and raised their heads up and stare at him because she was holding her hand up to pray, P-R-A-Y.
To pray, like before eating, to thank God, not for a high five.
Exactly. She was in a moment of quiet reflection, maybe giving thanks, and wham, she gets a crispy high five from a rushed food runner. The sudden noise, the shock. Oh, I can just imagine the scene.
He must have felt terrible. He apologized about half a dozen times. That means 6 times. He probably turned so red.
Absolutely. He was overwhelmed with embarrassment. Overwhelmed means the feeling was so strong it almost felt too much to handle. He wanted to quit right there and then. He wanted to leave his job immediately because of the embarrassment.
But the lady laughed it off and said it was okay. That's good. She was kind about it. She understood it was a mistake.
Yes, thankfully she had a good sense of humor. But what a moment. The difference between a peaceful prayer and a loud high five. It's a classic example of misinterpreting a gesture, especially when you're busy and stressed.
So, the lesson here, Alex, is if someone has their hand up at a restaurant, maybe check if they're praying before you give them a crispy high five.
Yes, context is key, especially in a restaurant during a busy Sunday lunch. This is a truly unforgettable, hilarious, and very relatable embarrassing moment. Thank you, FJBP95, for sharing this gem.
Oh, Alex, these stories were so funny. I feel so much better about my tripping incident now.
Me too, Sarah. It's good to laugh at these moments. It shows us we're all human, we all make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes are just hilarious.
Absolutely. And it's a great way to learn new English words and expressions too, like fist bump, crush, high five, pray, blush, and put your foot in your mouth.
Exactly. Learning English can be fun, especially when we talk about funny, relatable situations. Thank you for joining me, Sarah, and thank you to our listeners for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for listening to English and You. We hope you had a great time laughing with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English lessons and fun conversations.
And share this episode with your friends who are learning English. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.